Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. This is the first time you are seeing me. Please consider liking and subscribing. You are seeing a comparison between the LG CX55-inch on the right versus the Sony X950H on the left. I cannot label them as we are shooting in HDR, and I cannot edit it. So I'll have to keep saying that through the video. We'll be going through the intro of Hellblade Senua'S Sacrifice on the PC. This game is at max settings. Both are in their respective game modes. Dynamic tone mapping is on the CX. It is on Warm 3. The Sony is on Expert 2. Extended dynamic range is enabled. It is always enabled when the display is in HDR. Now we'll talk about, some of you will see black crush everywhere you look, others will see blooming everywhere you look. The blooming is not as evident in person, neither is the black crush. You can see the detail in her outfit on the LED. It's not as evident here, but as we turn, you can also see more detail in the rocks due to the black level than you can on the LED. So the black levels of OLEDs both help and hinder. Same with the bright levels of an LED by washing things out and making things look a little bit blooming. This is a gorgeous title. The OLED is not nearly as bright. It is half as bright, but you wouldn't know it by watching this comparison.
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember.
We'll redo the beginning of this game, which puts you through a little bit of a storm level.
That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path into it. Let's see, shall we?
This game is absolutely stunning, especially on PC and in HDR. You can see details in the skybox on both. We're now going to restart the intro of this game, which takes us through some dark levels, back into this brighter level. Before we do that, we'll compare both. We'll pick a spot. We'll say right there. LG CX OLED. Sony X950H. As we pan away from them, live color is enabled on the Sony, black adjust is off. Now we'll quickly show this intro. Now in regards to the settings, I've been accused of
You're safe with me. I'll be right.
changing the settings on the Sony to blow it out. I've been encouraged to drop gamma -1 or -2. However, I don't drop gamma during HDR as it needs to be where it is by default. Same with the CX. It's not at 2.4, it's at 2.2. It's actually grayed out. The Sony still allows you to change gamma. I want to remain in HDR, which is why I wouldn't drop the backlight. I wouldn't change the options that are maxed due to HDR. So yes, can I make the Sony look darker? Of course, but that's not the image that it shows in HDR.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
The LG will always push cooler, especially on camera. It is an Expert 3. I will and have seen ABL kick in during scenes like this where it's gray or white for longer than a few seconds. You can see that it's a bit dimmer than the LED.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you.
You can also see there's not any crazy blooming on the LED in this scene, even though those were basically subtitles.
The tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed.
You can kind of see how the LG slightly has dimmed since we started filming.
Just like it changed her.
These videos are only about 11 minutes long. They're capped due to me filming in HDR. It's 4K 30. I encourage you guys to pick up Senua'S Sacrifice Hellblade. It's a cool little title.
You see it too.
Puzzles are a little annoying, but the art design is fantastic. We're going to fast forward through this and get to the intro of the game. As we get closer to shore, you will see color coming into the image, as well as God rays and the sunlight.
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned.
This game doesn't really have a gamma adjust.
Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of
I like about the intro of this title as it goes from this kind of grayed out, grainy image to a very dark one,
It's not a place of rest.
which tests the black level of both.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them?
To save time, we'll wait till she gets to shore. As we approach shore, you'll see the color return to the image as well as the black level of both. I'm not controlling the camera. We have about 3 minutes left of the video. I'm now in control of her.
What does she know what she's thinking? I hear her thoughts.
Actually not in control of her at all.
Get into the boat and go back. No one will judge
You
her.
can see the detail on her outfit on both. The black level makes the feathers pop.
Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
We're going to skip over this till she starts walking.
Pushes away.
Now I have her. You see the God rays coming in.
Look really clearly. Focus, Senua. Focus.
See the
Focus and
greens.
you'll see. What happens if you focus?
Again, this is a gorgeous title. Skybox. You'll also see a flame up here. You can tell me which you think is more defined and appears brighter.
They're coming. They're coming now. They're coming.
The fuzziness will dissipate in a second.
Get out of here. They're coming.
Darkness is coming. It yearns for life.
Here's the flame.
Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. She's not stopping.
as the colors come back. The level where we started. Alright guys, this will cut me off at 11 minutes. I know the comparisons aren't always easy with the fuzziness from the camera, but they are both in HDR. You'll be seeing it in HDR.
The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell.
Alright guys, I will see you in the comments. Take care.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
He's dead. But his soul is in her. His soul still lives. She needs to save his soul.